Welcome back. It has been a while since we have posted on this channel, but today we are ripping down some material for our floating shelves that will be in the pantry as well as one in the master bathroom. So we're gonna get these ripped and then we will head back over to the lake house and we'll get those installed. So that was 4. We do unfortunately need 5. Before I do rip that out of a full piece, I'm gonna try to find an extra piece laying around in this stack. If I can't find one, unfortunately, I will just have to rip it out of a full piece. So let's see if we can find one real quick. Should be good. Okay, so we made 6 of these, and that is because we need 5 for the pantry, and then we're gonna need 1 of these for the master bathroom. So now that we have all these done, I'll get these loaded up, and then the last, let me double check my list, but I think the last thing we need to go ahead and rip is the blocking material, and that's what we're gonna use to screw to the wall and make all of our frame for our floating shelf, which I have 2 of those done in the pantry, so you guys will be able to see that when I get there. Yeah, let's get this loaded up and then rip our blocking material. All right, now that we are all loaded up, we are on our way over to the lake house where I will give you guys an update on where we are at with our progress. So we'll see you guys when we get there. right, so that brings us to the pantry where we are currently working on lowering. We had 2 floating shelves in here beforehand, and this was where we had them mounted previously. We went ahead and dropped those down a little bit, both of those, and then we need to go ahead and add one more up there, but that one is just going to go straight across here. It's not going to come back over like these two with an L. So I'm going to work on getting the framing put up for that, and then I will be able to put in our maple plywood tops for these and then cap them with a maple face frame. So it is a little tight in here, so I don't know how much I will be able to film, but I will try to film a little bit in here, and then I will show you guys a complete build when we do the other one in the master bathroom later on today. So let me get things moved in here, situated, so that way we can get started. So we now have all 3 of our frames for our new floating shelves. Like I said, that one is not gonna be an L, it is just stopping right there. So now before I go ahead and get our maple plywood tops and bottoms cut for these, I'm going to go ahead and do the framing in the master bathroom for that one. That way I can just completely switch gears and start ripping those once I get that framing all ready. So move everything over there and we'll see you guys in a sec. Need to go put. It's really honest, so I didn't have to do a trade jig. Okay, so I have finished the framing on the one in the master now. So that's all of our framing for our floating shelves done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up most of this stuff. I don't need it for our plywood top and bottoms. I need these Craig screws and some of our T10 finish screws. So I'll grab those, grab our pieces for all this. That way we can get these all mocked up. We'll have to scribe some of these, and then we'll get them assembled and hopefully have them ready to go for Jeff, our stainer, tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll just keep knocking things off our list. So that one is finished for now. We just need to go ahead and put our face frames on. which we'll have to run to get some material for that, but we will move on back to the pantry to get those plywood tops and bottoms put on first. And then if we have time towards the end of the day, we will try to get those face frames done. I think Jeff is planning on, ooh, be careful there. I think Jeff is planning on coming around 10-ish tomorrow. So we've got a little bit of time in the morning if needed to put those face frames on still. So let's get everything moved back over to the pantry. So I'll just do a quick recap for you guys as what we got done today. So I got these floating shelves almost complete. I've just got to grab some 1x8 maple in the morning so that way we can make our face frames, get those nailed on, puttied, sand everything. That will be ready for Jeff to stain. And then we got that one done in the master as well. Same thing, we got to put the face frame on that as well tomorrow morning. Just want to say thanks for following along with today's progress. We got most of those floating shelves completely built. Like I said, we've just got to put the face frames on tomorrow. And I just want to apologize again for the inconsistency with the updating on all the progress going on with the lake house remodel. I'm hoping to get back on here, just keeping you guys updated with that one, as well as all of our future upcoming projects. I will try to stay more consistent with those, keeping you guys up to date. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you guys in the next one.